you've met loads of super famous, incredible people, either at captain's meets or just in general life, being Captain Lee Anderton. Who was the one person that when you met them, you were like, oh my God, it's them?
I'm not easily starstruck. I just think it's not in my nature. And I think largely as well, because very, very quickly, even when you meet a guitar player or a musician that sold a gabillion records, really they're just quite happy to talk about that new Tube Screamer that's in the cabinet, and like, just they're normal. They're at least I don't think I've ever, I've never met anybody and gone, wow, that guy's so up himself, it's unbelievable. They're all nice and normal. I was definitely starstruck when I met John Mayer.
I knew you were going to say.
Definitely starstruck.
I was going to say, and why is it John Mayer?
Yeah. But, although, albeit, I haven't, as people will know, I've not interviewed John Mayer, but I have hung with John Mayer maybe 3 times for a bit. He probably won't remember any of them, but like just backstage, whatever, at a show. And yeah, the first time was like, it's just, I was a proper, I got embarrassing, like literally, like proper fangirl. Like I literally walked away and laid on the floor. Just literally, it's just like, it was so bad, so cringeworthy. But the second and third time was like, it was just normal. It was like, not like, how are the kids, did you have a nice weekend? But like, just relatively, what guitar have you been playing recently? It's just normal.
I love that.
Who's I still have a real soft spot, and he might not even know this, but I still have a real soft spot for Joey Landreth and Brothers Landreth, because I really feel like, like when somebody goes, oh, have you heard this album? And no one's heard of this album, and it's just like, and you listen to it and you go, that's a fucking great album, I love this album, and nobody's heard of it. I still feel like I had that experience with when the Let It Lie album, couldn't remember the name, was out. And then I feel like I had this weird moment where I reached out to Joey and just went, listen to the album, I love it. Do you want to come on Andertons TV, talk about it like that? And he was like, wow, that would be amazing. And the stars aligned, and he was coming to the UK anyway, relatively soon after that email exchange. And then I really feel like Andertons TV had played a part of going, you guys need to listen to this band out there, and then the trajectory kind of started for them, and we sort of gave them some little ditty leg up like that. And I don't know if Joey feels the same. He might sort of go, that's not what happened at all. We were super famous before we were, I still listen back to that album and I still go, oh man, it's such a great album. And I'm so pleased that we were able to sort of be give that little leg up to an artist that maybe wasn't that well known before then.
Well, that's one of the things that you're able to offer to consumers, because through the YouTube channel, we reach a lot of people through Andertons, and then we can do things like that where you can say, here is an amazing artist, you got to go check him out. And that is, it's a different kind of service, because you're not selling a guitar through doing that. You're doing I suppose in the industry of labels and music, you're doing fan service is what you're doing. You're just helping a bro out, It's quite
hard though, because I think also as well, I'm very conscious of the fact that what Andertons is not here to do is have 100 new bands a year on to sort of go, here's this band that are emerging, and that's not, really, I feel bad really, because I'm aware that we're supposed to be interviewing guitar players that guitarists are already quite familiar with and would like to know more about, rather than someone you've never heard of. So it doesn't, I don't do a lot of those, like, you've never heard of these guys, but let's talk to them type videos. But I kind of feel like that Brothers Landreth album had such a profound effect on me. It was just like, everybody needs to listen to this music.
I think it would be great if maybe you and I or you, me, and Pete did like an Andertons video that's a compilation of 10 guitar players that you've probably never heard of that you should do, and then the three of us just pick the top people that we're listening to now. That are
who are you listening to now then? Because I hate this question, because I literally just go, I haven't listened to any new music since 1994. But who are you listening to that's new?
I'm not particularly good with names.
Yeah.
But what I do is I subscribe and then I see them in the feed consistently. There's one country guy who plays with two kind of B-benders on a beaten up old telly. And I've been watching his videos now for about a year and a half, and he completely blows my mind. It's not often that I watch a guitar player and go, I actually don't know how he's doing that, but I literally have no idea how he's doing it, because it's beyond just B-bending. So what he's playing is phenomenal technique with the left hand, incredible technique with the right, and then this additional double or treble bending system that means it, and a slide, by the way. So it's all this incredible emotive Americana. Anika, there's this amazing Indian young girl that just shreds like no one you've ever heard. Phenomenal, just 80s style rock stuff. She could play everything, who else? There's an amazing flamenco guitar player that I watch. She did a cover of oh man, I'm gonna find it. Hold on. Let me put my glasses on. You'll recognize me better.
Oh, Rob,
it's me,
man. I literally thought I'd been talking to Ken from Reverend Guitars for the last hour.
Actually, I was talking to Ken on text just a few days ago.
He's coming over to the UK later this year again, so.
Yeah, man. Yeah, so Mercedes Lujan is her name, and she is.
That's Mia Khalifa, Rob. You're on the wrong page.
It's trying to play. So Mercedes Lujan, MERCEDESLUJAN, and the track is Ahora, AHORA, O Nunca.
I've got some sort of poppy things that I've got into recently, because my girls just listen to Radio 1 a lot. So
K-pop Demon Hunters?
No. Oh yeah, they watch that film for sure.
Oh my god, it's incredible.